Marxism. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Emily, and we are your hosts for tonight's red carpet event.
Tonight is the world premiere of the movie adaptation The Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver.
The Poisonwood Bible is being shot by the view of Marxism. It's directed by Angelina Jolie.
Now let's cut to the red carpet.
Riley, Sarah, are you there?
Thanks, Kaylee and Emily.
It's insanity here on the red carpet tonight.
It is indeed, but I'm so excited because we get to interview many stars such as Octavia Spencer and many others.
Hey, Gwyneth, one more over your shoulder, please. Right over that shoulder, Gwyneth. Gwyneth! Give us a wave, Gwyneth! Awesome. Yeah. One more time down here, please, Octavia. Octavia, it's me. Octavia, Tim.
To be honest, Michael, I have to say one thing, and I'm being completely honest. I think you're the biggest asshole on screen that I've ever seen. How did that make you feel playing that role?
Well, if you're going to be an asshole, you might as well be the biggest one.
Thanks, Riley and Sarah.
While they're down at the red carpet trying to find interviews, we will start to give you a brief rundown of the Marxist ideology.
What is Marxism? Marxism, created by Karl Marx, is the ideology that whoever controls the means of production controls the society. Marxists tend to believe that society consists of two groups, the bourgeoisie and the proletarians.
The bourgeoisie controls the wealth, manipulates the government, imposes their values on others, and suppresses the proletarians. The proletarians are the workers and the laborers that, according to Marxist ideology, will eventually have their power of society. Marxists also believe that literature is a reflection of culture, and culture can be reflected in literature.
The Marxist ideology can be divided into four main sections: economic power, materialism versus sectionalism, class conflict, and art, literature, and ideologies. Later we'll be giving examples of these four sections of study from the movie.
Stay tuned.
Thank you, Emily and Kaylee, for that wonderful definition of Marxism. Here I am with Willow Shields, who played Ada and Leah in the movie of Poisonwood Bible. Willow, did you enjoy playing this part?
I enjoyed it a lot, thank you.
Wow, that's great. So Willow, we had a few of our viewers send in some questions that they'd like us to ask you. So the first one that they'd like us to ask you is, in the movie, from the point of view of Leah and Ada, who are the powerful and who are the powerless?
Well, based on working with Michael Fassbender, I would probably say that Nathan is very powerful in this book and movie adaptation. Nathan has power whilst with his family, like the women of his family, since he has around 4 daughters and 1 wife, the family is powerless, essentially, and he is the powerful. And that also goes along with oppression of people, and I think that is what Angelina Jolie wanted to portray via Marxist theory. You could probably also say that the white conquerors of the Belgians had a very powerful impact over the Congolese people.
Wow, that was very intellectual. Thank you.
Thank you, I'm 16.
Hi Michael, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
So have you liked filming the Poisonwood Bible?
Yes, it was very fun.
Do you like the turnout?
It's amazing.
Alright, so we have a few questions for you today.
Okay.
So, how do you think Nathan, or your character in the movie, suppresses his family?
Well, I think it's really evident throughout this film that Nathan suppresses his family. I mean, from a Marxist point of view, everyone belongs and deserves to be equals. But Nathan, obviously in this whole film, does not follow that ideology. He suppresses his family deeply through religion, such as when he makes them write down all those verbs when they commit a sin. That's him using religion as suppression.
But throughout the movie, is there any conflict?
I think that there's conflict all throughout the movie, mostly between the Congolese people and how they're so different from Nathan's family because they just don't mesh well together. And then I also think there's inner conflict between family members, like Nathan and Orlena. There's definitely conflict between them.
Nathan's opinion, how is wealth distributed?
I think throughout the movie and the book, wealth is distributed unequally. Axelroot and the Underdows, it's obvious that they have much more wealth than the Congolese people. And from a Marxist point of view, everyone should be equal when it comes to wealth.
and yeah, it's just not equal. For example, Axelroot kind of keeps the price as goods and they sell them to them instead of just give them to them. And the underdows, like, when they're in that place and they have a bunch of china and people serving them and stuff.
Very nice answer.
Now here's some highly acclaimed Marxism clips from the new movie, The Poisonwood Bible.
That was good.
Georgia.
Dad! It's hot. I hate this. Like, we just looked so
He loves us, guys. This is God's plan.
One of the four main ideologies of Marxism is materialism versus spiritualism. The Price family is very materialistic because of their life in a first world country versus their life in a third world country. In Georgia, the Price family had all these luxuries such as air conditioning, an ample amount of food, makeup, and pretty clothes. And then they go to the Congo where people aren't used to having that and they're kind of expectant of having those things. Like Rachel is so insistent on wearing makeup even though the Congolese people have probably never even heard of makeup or putting on makeup to feel beautiful, which is not a necessity for life.
But Daddy, you said it would grow. Where's the vegetables? I'm hungry.
I can baptize y'all's babies.
No!
Why?
Because the crocodiles will eat them in the river!
Crocodile.
We cannot follow your views, Nathan Price! Ew!
Now, the other part of the Marxist theory is spiritualism. Nathan Price was so focused on spiritualism and not materialism, whereas his wives and his daughters were still focused on that material aspect of life. And Nathan was so insistent on pushing people to become Christian that he thought it was in God's plan for his daughter to die, and he thought it was in his plan to convert people to Christianity and baptize them in a river where it had been historically known for crocodiles to eat children when they were in the river.
You were too fond of that plate. Marxist theory can be applied to Nathan Price's oppression against his family and his wife especially, because Nathan believes that he's almost better than everyone else, and he's superior due to his close relationship with the Lord and his manliness. But Marxism really believes that everyone is equal and that no matter what class, gender, race, or anything, they should be all viewed as equals. Two coal stones for $1.
One goat for $1.
Yeah. Oh no!
This is our food! You cannot just destroy it! We are a different class than you! We have to work harder for our
In this
food!
part of the movie, we see the Marxist theory being applied to the marketplace, the socio-economic class structure. The class structure is categorized by the Price family and the Congolese tribe people. The Congolese tribe people are on the bottom part of the class structure, while the Pricers at the top. We see this due to the fact that one of the Price sisters messes up one of the Congolese tribe's oranges. They get so mad because they have to work way harder than the Price family does, therefore showing one of the key factors in the Marxist theory.
Thanks for staying tuned to It's Lit. Now it's about to be lit in AP Lit. Thank you to Sarah, Riley, and Kaylee for interviewing our cast tonight. This is Emily, and now we are signing out.
Guys, go into the house. Weird adjective. Don't touch that. You're gonna get a splinter and actually die. Could go.
So today.
Very good, thank you.
All right, so we have some questions for you pertaining to the Poisonwood Bible. So I can't say that word.
No.
Okay, good. Go.
Okay, focus, guys. I need to be a man.
Should we start?
Hi. You okay? What are those? Stay tuned.
Or don't, because we suck.